So we've got the description of some mason bee houses in a prior video that I'll link below, but I wanted to get to you with what I did to overwinter the full mason bee house boxes. And that is, I just stored them in this really sturdy plastic bag, sealed it up, make sure it was closed, and then just kept it out of the weather inside my woodshed. And today was the day to bring out the boxes and set them into place. So I'm going to show you a couple of the spots where I have them placed. Under the eaves is a really great spot. These are two of my 4x4 mason bee houses that I've just stacked on top of each other at the bend of my downspout. And this happens to be a south-facing wall, so it will stay nice and warm in the summer, but the eaves, of course, keep them from getting wet. Got to keep your mason bee houses dry as you can, so that any rain or runoff does not wash out the nests once they are created. And here is a second location, and I have it just on top of my electric utility box. I can reach these just by standing on the ground, but again, they are under the eaves. These are on the east side, so they'll get morning sun, but again, they're protected from direct rain and dripping off the roof. So it's a great spot, and they also are within the distance of 200 feet to what is currently blooming in my yard. So let's go check those out. Lots and lots of snowdrops. I love snowdrops. They're just really, really sweet, and they're so early when they come out. Either start coming up in, these I think came up actually in December, late December. And then they've been blooming for probably 3+ weeks or so. And then here's another little gem, a sweet little crocus. I've got several of these in the yard in kind of various spots that they just volunteered. So I'm going to be moving this. It's out actually in a pathway, so I'm going to move this to a central spot where I'll have all of the crocuses together, and they will get to have a little crocus community. And here is some vinca that is blooming. It's beautiful. However, this is an invasive, so I am always on it to keep this very, very contained in the space that it is growing, so as not to overtake anything. But this is right next to, literally right next to, the mason bee house that I showed at the beginning of this video, the one on the south side above the crook in the downspout. So there you go. Spring is on its way. Mason bee houses are out, and I actually today saw a bumblebee on some of the snowdrop blossoms. Fantastic! It's coming. Happy gardening. Keep those mason bees happy. And remember to put your mason bee houses out in an area that will receive some warmth but no rain, and also within 200 feet of some lovely blooming flowers. And you'll want to time your placement of your bee houses whether you've overwintered them or you've just gotten fresh houses without any cells filled, you'll want to put them out at the time that you have flowers blooming. So even though it's middle of March, there is nectar in these flowers, and the crocus and some other crocus that I have, and more flowers will be coming. Take care and thanks for watching.